And that home is where the National Weather Service started assessing the damage this morning to determine the size of that tornado.
KXAN's Aaron Cargile joins us live from Bertram with more on what they found.
Good evening, Robert and Shannon. Meteorologists on the ground have determined that the tornado that touched down out here was an EF2 with wind speeds of 125 to 130 miles per hour. Now, we still see a lot of debris littering the ground out here and the fence lines. Everything from personal belongings like this pillow to large pieces of metal that were on the home. Now, a lot of it along the fence line here has been cleared by a lot of volunteers that are out here helping the family today. Now, earlier we were here as John Zeitler, a meteorologist with the National Weather Service, surveyed the damage. He and a partner walked the entire path of destruction. They were looking at everything from the leaves and branches on trees to the extent of damage to this home.
I've never seen a house basically lifted off its foundation and moved and stay mostly intact. That's almost like something out of the Wizard of Oz that everybody's familiar with as kids, watching that house with Dorothy in it flying around. You know, I've been doing meteorology for 25 years. And, I mean,
now, if the roof or second story were gone on this home, or if it was a pile of rubble like we've seen happen in Oklahoma about a year ago, John says the tornado strength would have been higher than an EF2. Now, part of his assessment is also talking to the family that survived this tornado. They actually took him on a tour inside their home, and we were there for that. We'll have that for you tonight at 6. Jim?
Aaron, we know how strong the tornado was. Now, what about the path? How long was it on the ground? How wide was it? Do we know that yet?
Good question, Jim. That is something that I asked them. They are still trying to figure out how long it was on the ground. They're going to head back to the office and actually use radar and some of the data that they collected out here at this home as they looked at the damage to see how widespread it was. And hopefully they'll have that answer for us very soon. And of course, we'll pass it along to you. Jim?